World. With me are my brothers and sisters of Jordan, the heart of the Arab world and the crossroads of continents, religions, cultures, and civilizations. I stand with the people who love football as I do, people who love justice and fair play, people who know in their hearts the power of the sport to change lives for the better. Friends, I stand here in this ancient place in the timeless heart of Amman to once again launch my candidacy for the presidency of FIFA. Let me be clear. I want to finish what we started. 10 months ago, I was the only person who dared to challenge Mr. Blatter for the presidency of FIFA. I ran because I believe that FIFA needs change, and I had the courage to fight for change when others were afraid. I conceded that election, not because I was not the best candidate, but because others were using me to make room for themselves. They didn't have the guts to run, but I did. Ever since President Blatter promised his resignation, just a few days later, they have been scrambling to secure the jobs for themselves. My friends, I didn't stand for election for the first time to make way for others. This election should be about football and not personal ambition. We have come too far to walk away now. I've thought long and hard on this. I believe in the road we started. I believe in the moments I shared with people all over the world who told me their hopes and dreams. I will not be a pawn for others. I cannot leave the field that I have cleared only to allow a flawed system to continue. My friends, I'm a humble man. I do not seek this position for gain. I believe in a cause. I have seen with my own eyes how Jordanians have overcome some of the greatest adversity to play this sport, and through it find an identity, a living, and a future. Above all, they found dignity. I have seen this in all walks of life, in all corners of the globe. For men and women, players and referees, administrators and fans, football is hope. It is unity, and it is a powerful tool to make the world a better place. I have seen this in my years as president of the Jordan Football Association, and as I have traveled the world over, I have seen the same story no matter where I have been. We all face daily burdens. We must all overcome difficult challenges, be it the fight to feed our families or the fight to stand up for what we believe in. And it is football more than any other sport that has the power to provide us those precious moments when we can celebrate what the Almighty has given us all as equal human beings. Those moments that unite us have the power to recognize our common humanity and join together as one on a level playing field. And that is why I stand here today. It is only through new leadership that FIFA can change. I do not believe that FIFA can give the sport back to the people of the world without new leadership, untainted by the practices of the past. Since the last election, I have thought long and hard about how to reform FIFA. It will be a difficult task. We must overcome deep-seated corruption and political deal-making. But I was not brought up to walk away in the face of a tough fight. Nor have I been brought up to walk away from what I believe in or take the easy way out. This is about right and wrong. It's time for us to stand up for what we believe in. I am my own man with my own beliefs. They are beliefs formed from my experiences, and I am free of influence and free of manipulation. I am here to serve the people who love the sport and want to see it as it can be. I was the one who forced the change in FIFA so far. I want to see the job through and see it done right. I humbly ask for your support as a candidate. But far more than this, I ask you to join me in the second journey, to finish what we started, to bring to football, the greatest sport on earth, hope, dignity, excellence, and opportunity. Football should serve the underserved. Football should be about more than merely personal enrichment. It should be a global force for social good and responsibility. My sole ambition is to make FIFA worthy of representing the greatest sport and the greatest fans on earth. I am running for you and people like you all over the world who aspire to something greater. For people from all backgrounds and all cultures who want an equal shot at developing their talents. For people tired of foul play getting in their way. I promise to work to fulfill the aspirations of the young players worldwide, boys and girls, desperate to improve their game, but who do not have access to proper kits or balls to provide them with what they need. As president of FIFA, I will listen to all. I will stand up for the players. I will stand up for the fans. I will stand up for member associations, officials and sponsors who want to do things the right way. To member associations of FIFA, I say you are the backbone of FIFA and FIFA should serve you. FIFA will not be run as the personal fiefdom of an all-powerful clique. Reform will not change life for the worse. You will get what you receive today and better tomorrow. But it will be institutional and fair. The focus will be on where it is needed the most. Most importantly, we need to reach a level where national associations are not reliant on a drip-feeding system of support from Zurich. They need to be self-sustaining, with their pride and dignity intact. At the end of the day, FIFA's resources are your resources. What comes into FIFA should not be withheld, but given back to you in the interest of developing the game. Within 4 years, I want to see every single member association have a dedicated national stadium. I will also dramatically increase development programs to provide artificial pitches and practice fields across the globe and expedite them at a much faster rate. To our confederations, I say that you will have FIFA's full support as you develop your own regions. Zurich will be a place where you come to share your ideas. It will be an umbrella to enhance common cooperation and not a place where the interests of some are served at the expense of others, where they are used for political reasons at the expense of the game. Any decisions will be made with the goal of advancing the game, such as increasing representation or World Cup slots responsibly. To the sponsors of our game, the large multinational corporations and broadcasters, I say your association with our brand will no longer be a source of controversy and shame. We are grateful for your patience. Please see us through the last mile of our journey to make you proud. To the coaches, fans, players, and match officials, I say you're the soul and the lifeblood of our game, and we respect you. We're here to give you a stage to shine on. Talent, integrity, and transparency will govern our sport rather than favoritism, payoffs, and connections. I want to serve not only the millions of players around the world, but also support and work much more closely with our coaches around the world through scholarship programs. This will give our players, no matter where they come from, the exposure to football education from the grassroots up. I will fight for our players, boys and girls, against all forms of discrimination, racism, or prejudice. Not just through slogans, but through active and robust programs that target our youth and work with educational institutions, clubs, NGOs, and governments to achieve that goal. I will dedicate myself to the women's game, the largest growth area in football, so that they can realize their full potential. That means a lot more robust investment. I will work to provide much more support to our referees around the world, so that they can feel confident in themselves no matter where they are. I will seek open-minded dialogues with all stakeholders and decision makers on how we can help to enhance their performance and the game, such as through the introduction of new technologies. I will open FIFA's doors to clubs and leagues across the world, so that their concerns, thoughts and ideas are included in all that we do. I promise to work aggressively with the confederations, member associations, organizations, and governments across the world, so that collectively we fight the plague of match fixing, match manipulation, and any other illegal activity that poisons our game. Finally, I will dedicate myself to a real global social responsibility program in partnership with NGOs, former players, and international organizations, so that through football, we can contribute and give back to the societies and communities from which our greatest resource is born, our players. To all those here today and watching around the world, I make to you this solemn pledge. I will never forget that it is you who I am working for. I will take full responsibility for the organization. I will protect you, support you, and serve you. I humbly ask for your support. Thank you very much.